Go. Let's go to the land of Allah, y'all.
Let's go. Don't throw in the towel, I need you fighting, boy. I break. Keep saying I'm sorry, I made a big mistake. When you call me, I'll be right there. You don't need nobody else. And though I hurt you, I'm still selfish. You can't leave me by myself now. You love me then. I know I messed around, but don't stop fighting. Don't stop fighting, baby. Now you love me then. If you love me now, I know you ain't going nowhere. But don't stop fighting. 10 years, 2 kids, we done been through it all. But you cheated first, then I cheated worse, but we ain't keeping score. I know I ain't perfect, but you ain't perfect neither. So stop all the cursing, let's talk it over dinner. I see we both hurting, baby, don't close the curtain. I can tell you for certain we can make this thing better. You love me now, you love me then. I know I messed around, but don't stop fighting. Don't stop fighting, baby.
Y'all already know what time it is. New day, new way, new view, new you. Get ready.
Maybe we can take it easy. I'm pushing up every and anytime you need me. G-Win, I'm not misleading. It's 8 a.m. You got me wishing you was with me. Press, full court press. You know what you need. Someone that's about you, girl. I'm selfish, left side of your chest. No, it's gold, it's a treasure. It's kinda cold right now. Let me keep you warm in this weather now. Loving you is my calling. Girl, I'm ready to put my all in, yeah. I'ma show you what it feels like to be loved. Hold you down when we pop out, girl, I hold you up. No other feeling compare. My intuition sends your love in the air. Baby, just hold tight if you feel that you scared. I know the way you feel and really feel like it's real. Ain't no
That's his line right there.
Wanna know how it feels having
Say
you
what?
on this side of me.
That's his line. He always said, loving you is my
Exactly.
calling.
That boy won't supposed to know how to say loving you is my calling.
That's the vibe for me, yeah. Get you ain't going nowhere. This day to love, girl, I wanna go there. You the biggest drip, I don't need no Montclair. Girl, I'm ready, let me know whenever your mind clear. You take an inch on my I take it with you. The life you wanna create, baby, can I make it with you? Stay down, let's get it, girl. I wanna run this cake up with you. Yo, now you better, don't you ever
Yes, ma'am. I told her.
Baby, I'm serious, I don't mind playing the long game. Follow your lead, be your shadow, wanna be your only. When I'm in your presence, I wanna hold you closely. Give you everything I got, you is what you own, man.
Gotta hold that mic like this.
And I'll probably wanna know how it feels having you on this side of me. Instantly, intimacy, enjoy your company. Tenderly and gently, that's a vibe for me.
Yeah. Your bitch said she wanna put me out tonight. Well, if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight. You gotta tell her,
The new
wait.
best way to make money online that nobody's talking about is something you've never heard of before.
You can't wait until the night. You gotta wait until the night. Yeah, 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 yeah. He
yeah. That's that Drew Hill.
You got it.
Yeah. Which one is it?
I don't know. Who was that? That's Cisco used to do that right there. Oh. Hey, the Dragon Cisco was a bagging motherfucker though. People don't get a Dragon what he's supposed to get. Hey man, I'm a big fan of the fucking Dragon. I don't care what y'all say. I like Drew Hill better than Jodeci. I'm a fan of the fucking Dragon, man. Now, a lot of people will just immediately say Jodeci because we were a little younger and Jodeci had such a impact on our lives when we was younger when they first hit. But I fuck with Drew Hill harder. You know, Jodeci's second album only had like one good song. Get on up now.
Oh, yeah.
Their second album wasn't good. But yeah, man. Drew Hill, man. I'm the Dragon Cisco. Yeah. Oh, hey baby, you know when you like how that shit go? You know when they're singing, and you've been seeing another Chico. Ooh, baby, you can see that ring like me. Can't nobody say no ring like me. I didn't need all that. How that shit go? How deep is your love for me? Ooh. Will you see yourself with a nigga like me on the low? Ooh, baby, yeah. Them boys had some mean harmony, big jazz. How deep is your love for me? Tell me is it gonna be? How do you see yourself with a nigga like me on the low? Did I say yeah? I'm telling you, I be feeling better, not high, than I used to be when I'm high. It just be a fun laugh. Like whatever come to my mind, I realize I'm the same person, high or not high, because I'm just fucking with you like, yeah, and then that shit come out. How deep is your love for me? Like, why is that the one that came to mind of all the songs? But that's just drive her. How deep is your love for me? Ooh, ain't nobody got no ring like me. Ain't nobody got no ring like me. Yeah, family, y'all know what time it is.
Yes, her name. Sleeping in my bed.
Yes.
Somebody's sleeping in my
And this was her, and Booty is her name. Walks by me every day. Her love are the same. A woman has stolen my heart, and beauty is her name. I'm hoping I can make you mine, for another man steals your heart. Cause once this beauty is something you will never be apart. You didn't think I had to think about it, cause I didn't want to land too fast. But I knew that when I saw you again, that I wouldn't want to let you pass. Cause my eyes have seen the glory and the coming of your smile. I don't know how this shit go.
You was in that shit.
So I'm gonna did, please. Oh, baby. Oh. I don't think you hear me.
Beauty was her name.
Have you ever heard something
I'm hoping to make you mine.
that you just couldn't explain? It takes your heart and live it around. All you can think about it. If this was her, and beauty is her name. Hey, listen, man. Today we're gonna talk about. Now let's go talk. See who's the first five. And when they redid it, lately, babe, I've been thinking.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
How good it feels when you were here. And it ain't the one that I'm drinking. For once I feel my head is cleared. And that nigga said, early one morning, when I opened up my eyes, That old lonesome feeling took me by surprise. I guess you mean more to me than I realized. Yeah, the love we had stays on my mind. The love we had stays on my mind. The love we had stays on my mind. The love we had stays. Take it out like church. Mine. Amen. In the name of the Father, the E-Handler, and the RoboShop. In the name of the Handler, the Robo.
They call it. Oh, that's the Dells made that song originally.
Yeah, they have made it.
Oh, okay.
In the name of the E-Handler, of the RoboShop, and the fucking Shaky. Yeah.
Oh, they got the Robo.
Hey, listen up, fam. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Miss Sophia says, new day, new way, clear mind, imagining new manifestations. Good morning, family. Razzle Dazzle says, good morning, y'all. Chris Mayfield says, Sauce Boys in the house. Kenny Monique says, salute, fam. My man Terrence Evans, Crazy T, said, we in there. We in this bitch.
That's
I got 100
thing,
million girls in their balance speaking English. We in this bitch. We in this bitch.
Hey.
Now let's see. Who is the one?
Who is the one? Who is it?
Everybody said Trey Taylor. Trey Taylor, you the one. 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 Everybody said Trey Taylor. Trey Taylor, you the one. Man, I'm happy. I'm feeling so extra hyped this morning. I don't know what's. I think my energy level is rising. I'm jogging again, pushing the stroller, man. I'm getting back to where I was. Everybody said Trey. No, seriously, let me stop playing. Okay. Y'all know what time it is, man. This is the greatest show on earth. Today, we're going to be talking about what's the risk and what is a risk. Everybody worried about the risk. Mm-hmm. What's the risk? Mm-hmm. We do a lot of shit with our bodies, eating and shit, that we don't do with our manifestations. We do a lot of shit with our dick and our pussy, risking shit, but we don't do it with our manifestations. It's like talking to somebody, I ain't gonna say who she was. She said, I don't like vegetables. Chris said, well, you got a risk trying it. You like drinking cum, don't you? How the fuck
I said cum and tequila don't taste good either, but we drink it.
Well, or swallow some cum and talk about, I don't know if I'm ready to try Brussels sprouts. You know good and goddamn well that cum can't taste good. Mine tastes like watermelon.
It's like the consistency is like okra when it's cooked too long.
Listen, man, you got to be ready to take some risk. And we're going to figure out what is a risk, why people don't take risks, and what's the fucking problem with that. Mm-hmm. You know what time it is. It's time for the what? Recap, baby. Recap. Y'all remember that? Ricola. Recap.
Yeah. Yesterday's message was create and seek your own pleasure. And Master Teachers gave us like so many ways to look at this. One of the things that I liked that he said was, I would rather know that I can't have something when I try to shoot my shot than to never try and get it, never try to get it. And I was watching the show yesterday and I woke you up out your sleep. The guy said the same thing. Like, I want to try. I don't want to know what it felt like to imagine that I would want something that I never tried to go get. And I was like, yo,
That has to be vexing. Of course, you will feel like you in a down, sunken place in the Debbie land and the depression. Every day you laying there knowing that you ain't tried to do it. So the dude was like, "Oh, I'd rather walk out there, bomb and fail, than to still sit here every day knowing I felt like I was born to do something." Now I'm talking, and especially let's go deeper, something that you know you never forgot in your blue. See, some people done got disconnected from who they truly wanted to be. Life done threw them this curveball. Society don't support these type of certain ideas, or you just not from a family structure that really support you to do, to just go out on your dreams. But it's some of us that's walking around that been knowing the whole time that it's something that they supposed to do. They wanted to do it, rather they dreamt it, however you want to look at it. Some people think they ordained to be here. Some people know they just dreamt it as a kid and they wanted to do it, whatever that thing is. And you living every day and you know you're not trying. That shit is gonna vex you. Think about, like, since I've been with Master Teacher, he told you about his album. He been talking about that album since I got with him. We didn't know what it was going to be about. We knew the context, the social commentary it must have, which was going to be about, like kind of like Marvin Gaye's cussing. I mean, what's going on? He knew that, but we weren't living in those times exactly, right? So just imagine how that had to feel to him every day, walking around knowing it's an album in him that must come out. It must come out, and he had to wait to the moment. And now that he's gotten it out, no matter what it does in the world, he's gotten out something that he's been knowing he needed to get out. And that has to be freeing, and it has to feel good to know that it's finally happened. Master Teacher, are you ready? Let's get it then.
We're going to look up the definition of risk real quick so we can have a clear understanding. What is the definition of risk?
Here's the definition of risk. A situation involving exposure to danger.
A situation involving exposure to danger. What the fuck is danger? Risk is a situation involving exposure to danger. Well, goddamn. Sound like everything is a goddamn risk if you really think about it. A situation that can involve exposure to danger is flying, driving, walking outside on the street, in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Motherfucking car could hit you. Dog could attack you. Everything involves exposure to danger. How do you get in a 2,000-pound car every day, drive around on these roads, and you can be hit by another car?
Yeah.
And you don't think driving is risky? Maybe everything is risky. Going to a restaurant, eating some shit that you didn't cook, getting salmonella, E. coli, somebody scratching in their ass, putting it on your fucking plate, sticking your dick in a woman with no condom, licking a woman's pussy, sucking on a man's dick with no condom, licking all over a man's balls and shit when he's fresh from the gym. All the shit that we do every day is risk. Something that involves exposure to danger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, goddamn, depending on how you think, I don't look at getting in my car every day as exposing me to danger. Because I don't think about that, but I know that it is danger.
Mm-hmm.
Same way, you know that you can wreck a car, but thought is different than believing. One thought, I can wreck my car, is one thing, but 5, 6, 7, 8 thoughts, we got a belief that we're going to wreck our car today. If I believe, I ain't getting in the fucking car.
Mm-hmm.
So many people are locked up because they did things that they believed that they shouldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
Man, remember we talked about our gut feeling? Man, I don't think I should do this tonight, but fuck it. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to take that risk. So I'm telling them not to do it. I'm going to still take that risk.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if a risk is something that involves exposure to danger, that means we're all risking our lives every day. And we would walk around anxious with anxiety, scared to die, unless we were choosing to channel out and tune out certain exposures to danger.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, man, I'm going to kiss that girl. She can have mouth herpes, mono, any fucking thing, but you still might kiss her. And how we weigh risk based on how we feel about certain situations. I won't kiss her. I'm a fucker with a condom, but I put my mouth on the pussy. I do that. I know I do that. That's a part of life for me. So I got to judge her and assess her in my mind. Remember we said ignore the things. I got to assess her in my mind. And in my mind, I figure out a way to justify putting my mouth on this woman's pussy.
Mm-hmm.
But in my mind, I figure out a way to justify not putting my mouth on her lips. That went down there and ate all the disease out the pussy. We risk going to Chinese buffet. I never thought about the risk of a fucking buffet until COVID hit. Yeah. When I went into spots that were buffets, I had certain spots that were buffets that I liked to get certain things off. There was this Chinese buffet that I really just liked getting. They fucking, what was it? Oysters Rockefeller. I would go in there and get a plate of them motherfuckers. That Oysters Rockefeller was so good, and there ain't too many ways you can fake an oyster. You know what I'm saying? All that chicken and shit, I ain't fuck with that. But I went to my little Chinese restaurant right after pandemic. Well, not after, when they opened the pandemic back up. And it was like, squirt some shit on your hands before you go up here. Get a glove before you go up here. Gloves on each hands. And I was like, God damn, before the pandemic, I used to see motherfuckers digging in their nose, scratching their ass and shit. Go right up there, grab the spoon, get what they want. I go right behind them. Same fucking spoon. That glove shit should have been intact for some goddamn pandemic. Think about this shit now. All the buffets before the pandemic, you didn't have to wear gloves to grab the spoon.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you sure did.
Now I'm sitting here like, God damn.
That's crazy.
Look at the risk I've been taking. My whole life, fucking these buffets up. Risk we take them when it comes to food and fucking. Any given time, you can go out and eat some shit that give you food poisoning. But we don't think about that. If a risk is an exposure to danger, we're always risking our lives, risking our health.
Mm-hmm.
But we choose to think about what we want to think about and ignore what we want to ignore.
Mm-hmm.
Give you some examples of some shit that I thought was risky. And we know you got to take risk in order to get anything, any manifestation. I'm explaining to you what I mean. When I was a kid, my friend had got a skateboard and some roller skates. We lived in the country, rocks and gravel and shit. You was gonna fall. You was just gonna goddamn fall on the skateboard where I'm from. You been down there.
Mm-hmm.
The road won't pave yet. So we would try to skate, and then my friend would say, well, fuck it, if you falling up here, let's walk up to the highway. Now we gonna walk up to the highway to skate on the highway. Why? Because we ain't got no concrete. So we skate on the highway. That's even more of a risk to me. But I never learned how to roller skate or roller blade or a fucking skateboard or none of that shit. Why? Because when I was a kid, I used to fall on the concrete and the gravel. And when my friends used to do it, they used to fall. So I looked at the risk, the exposure to danger, and I said, I ain't want to do that shit. So I wouldn't do but one little thing, and the less danger you expose yourself to, the less goods you're going to get.
Yeah.
I'll try to look, the little straight move, not too much risk. That's all you got. So whenever we would go places, you ever notice the person who risks the most makes the most money, is the most popular, is the most everything. But it's danger to me, but it's not danger to them because they've taken each necessary risk. Remember, we said melodies from heaven, Hansel and Gretel, the bread, the manna dropped from heaven. Each risk is the bread you need to eat to go to your next step. See, once he could do the straight thing, he tried another risk. Now he can do the spin kick. Now he can do the flip board. Now he can do the slide back with the double up kick. I ain't trying all that shit. Why? Because that shit looks scary to me. But he's just willing to expose himself to that danger. And I'm not. In the very same way, when we was kids, I used to smoke reefer. He said, man, I can't believe you putting smoke in your lungs. I said, it's easier than skateboard, motherfucker. He said, I'm not willing to expose myself to that danger. I don't want to get lung cancer. But think about this now.
Mm-hmm.
think he risky, stupid as fuck, hopping around on the goddamn skateboard. But I'm sitting there smoking my reefer. He like, motherfucker, you gonna kill yourself. But we done weighed the risk. Let me get into it. BMX riders, niggas on the bikes and shit. I was always scared I was gonna hit my balls. I didn't want to do that. That's exposure to danger. Hit my motherfucking balls on a bike rail? No, sir. You ever been to the circus? The motherfuckers that be doing tight roping and shit? That's very risky to me. But in order to be a tightrope walker, the second you decide you want to be one, you know the risk. You know you're going to fall. But they have a safety net up under you. You know you're going to fall. I wouldn't even attempt to fucking get on one of them motherfuckers with a safety net. You can have the biggest fucking cotton mattress pillow under me. I'm not doing it because I done tried to walk on a fucking railroad track and goddamn fell off and sprained my ankle. I have a fear of spraining ankles. So when somebody said, man, you see the basketball game, such and such, fell, hurt his hip, I don't look at people's bones get breaking and shit. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. But anybody that takes any risk in life, they're just afraid. They're not afraid of the danger that you see that you're afraid of. I'm so scared I'm gonna fall off the skateboard and break my arm or break my leg. And they're saying, yes, I can't wait till I break my arm, break my leg the first time, because this is a necessary part of fucking, they go get their cash sign. Yeah, Tony Hawk, man, skateboarding, welcome to my crib, MTV. Yeah, this right here is my cast where I broke my back. Everybody signed it. I broke my leg in this cast. I broke my arm. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm not doing that. The risk that we willing to take for certain things. Yeah, I'm going to stick my dick in her, but I won't quit a job.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to suck some dick and let a nigga come in my mouth, but I won't try quinoa. I don't know if I like quinoa. That look like little rices or something. You're a risky motherfucker coming down your throat. I don't know if I want to try quinoa. How you say, what is it, quinoa? How you say it? Quinoa? I don't know what that is. That's some different shit. I don't want to try no ancient grains. I don't want to try this. I don't want to try your detox product. I don't know what's in it. Well, you don't know what's in this skeet. I'm about to skeet in your face that you've been letting the skeet all over you. They love completion more than they hate dying or losing. Think about the person that jumps off of buildings, jumps out of airplanes and shit. They know they can die, but death is not a risk to them. They love the feeling of flying more than they hate the idea of dying. That's a bar.
Yeah.
They love the feeling of flying more than they hate the feeling of dying. They love the feeling of the calling more than they hate the feeling of falling. These motherfuckers know in order to do this shit, dying is a part of the risk, and that's not scary to them.
Yeah.
You know why? Risks are really assessed on who's looking, who's gonna catch you. That's what you're really saying. It ain't no motherfucking risk to change jobs. It ain't no motherfucking risk to walk up and ask a person to dance on the dance floor or offer somebody a drink. It ain't no motherfucking risk to do certain things. It's just you're afraid of who gonna see it. See, them motherfuckers that jump off the building, they be like, yo, man, I'm finna jump off the building. We got this camera right here. And if I fall, bust my fucking head and die, guess what? Woo, man, that's what I love to do, man. I love jumping off the shit. And I'd rather jump off shit more than I'd rather be scared to not jump off shit. Wow. You a bad motherfucker, G. I know I can risk go on a comedy show and do some comedy now, because the only thing I've always been afraid of was getting booed and somebody to see me get booed.
Can I? Trey was saying she's so scared she was gonna fall off the mountain with the truck. And I'm thinking, I know how we feel in the car driving up there.
Yeah.
But she knows she want to drive trucks, and that's part of the truck driving.
That's part of the goddamn risk. And see, after you drive through one mountain, it get easier and easier. Once a motherfucker falls and breaks his back, oh man, I just broke my elbow today. That ain't nothing. Just keep skating. Motherfucker break, it gets easier and easier. But in order to actually get close to anything you want in life, you're going to have to put yourself in the face of danger, regardless whether you see it as danger or not. Yeah, man, I want to be an airplane pilot. Cool. Well, how many times you fly this motherfucker? Airplane pilot. Oh, I fly probably 3 flights a day, 5 days a week. I do about goddamn 15, 20 flights. So you take this bitch off and land it 60 times a week. Yeah, that ain't no risk, man. That's what I love to do.
Yeah.
You ever thought about if this motherfucker get ready to go down? Yeah, we had the training. If engine 1 goes out, we hit up the engine 2 oscillator, hit the autopilot. Yeah, I know exactly what to do if this motherfucker get ready to go down. But I never think about it when I get in here. You know what I'm saying? They tell you when you're in a skid, turn toward the directions of the skid.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that. You know to stop, dropping the motherfucking roll, and every time you light a cigarette, you don't say, this could be the time this fucking lighter can blow up on me, and I'm going to have to stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah.
It's not like that. The race car driver, how many laps? Yeah, we're going to do 500 laps today, man. What? That's risky as hell to me. But it's fun in a motherfucker to him. Because he don't care. If he flip that bitch and die, he don't care. What he's saying is, I know I can flip this motherfucking Indy car and die every time I get in it.
It's a rush.
But if I choose not to get in this motherfucker, I'm dying every day in it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
If I can't drive Indy cars, I'm going to die.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to die.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we take certain risks. If I can't get no pussy, I'm going to die.
For real, though.
That's why I get pussy. I'm just joking. If I can't eat no pussy, I'm going to die. I got to eat some pussy. I like to smell that hair, that puff when I first. It's like a puff in your hand. Puff the magic dragon, I can smell you, girl. Puff the magic dragon is a girl.
That's
what
not
they was talking about, that puff. I seen this
that
old
part
man.
ain't
This
funny
just
to
a
me,
side
y'all.
note. This is just a side note for fun. This old man, and I believe it. He said his niece asked him, my boyfriend ain't attracted to me like he used to. They in their 20s, 24, 25. He said he told her, look, grow you a puff down there and get you some of them satin see-through drawers, the regular panties. Not no goddamn thongs or nothing, just this kind that you can almost see through. Grow you a puff down there. He said if he got anything left in him as a man, that's going to do something for him. Now, this boy didn't grew up in the era of bald pussy. That girl grew that puff. He said his niece told him, bring that I grew that puff. Showed that goddamn see-through drawers, satin, and their hair sticking out the side. They shit back together. That puff. That young boy seen that puff. A lot of motherfuckers ain't seen that puff.
Yeah. You remember we had that talk with Davon about how he was like, I don't want no hair.
Yeah,
But he's
my
like, he'll
son,
make
he
a
was like, I don't
girl
wanna see
shave.
no
He
hair.
talking about he'll make a girl shave beforehand. Before they do it, if he come over there with too much hair. We was like, what?
But look, know what I told him? I said, what if all girls start growing their hair extra long? He was like, I still hit the pussy. So the women got the control.
Yeah.
Side note, I always said, woman, you are the thermostat. I don't know who is this for. Who this for in a relationship? It might be a relationship. This might be for somebody on TV. This is for you. This is you. If you have on a yellow shirt right now, this is for you. This is you. I want you to send me a cash app. If you got on a yellow shirt, this is for you. A woman, you are the thermostat. That thing on the wall that controls the temperature in the house. A man is a thermometer. A man is a thermometer. That thing that you stick in the air or stick in your mouth or stick in your ear, your ass, and tell how hot or cold it is. A man is a thermometer. Meaning, woman, you are the thermostat. You can choose to turn the heat up or make it cold in the house. The man will adjust to you. you have the power. If y'all all grow pussy hair, underarm hair, niggas gonna love pussy hair and underarm hair. If y'all took off all them lashes and grew hair on y'all legs, niggas going with it. If y'all ball y'all motherfucking heads like been around the world, girl, whatever that bitch name, niggas gonna like bald-headed fucking women. Y'all have the power. Niggas adjust to y'all. So when a woman says, I'm gonna turn it up and make it hot in here, a nigga can't do nothing but adjust and get hot. If a woman says tomorrow, we don't like niggas that sag their pants. You can only fuck if you in a suit. Men adjust. Hey, how you doing? I got me a suit. Nah, motherfucker, tie your tie right. Too many wrinkles. Niggas will take their suits to the fucking cleaners. So y'all have the power. I don't know who that was for. Whoever that's for. And that's why grandma in the Bible said have a humble spirit. Back in the day, you thought grandma was being weak. Grandma just knew when to chill out, shut the fuck up, chill out. Granddaddy then came home. He didn't gamble the money away. He ain't got no money. He broke. Grandma ain't worried. Grandma got some money in her bra because she been fucking Mr. Charlie. You think grandma was stupid? There's always 3 kids that ain't the same complexion. And granddaddy love them extra. That little light-skinned baby, everybody in the family jet black. Or everybody in the family light-skinned is one jet black baby. Granddaddy said, come here, this is my favorite son. This is my favorite daughter right here. Because if he treat them wrong, grandma will look at him. Why you treat that dark baby wrong? What you think it ain't yours? Granddaddy don't even want to address it. So granddaddy treat that little dark baby or that little light baby. Come here, this is my baby. And look, that's the one he let it sit up. He teach him how to drive early and everything. Give him a little drink early. Grandma be like, damn it. He treating that motherfucker extra good because he know it ain't his. I thought that was going to hurt him. Granddaddy said, I can't let you see me sweat. I can't let you see me sweat. I don't know where that came from.
Let's give it up for the master teacher. Yes, let's give it up for the master teacher. Let's give him some more hand claps, some soul pumps, some blue dots, some kisses, some something. Just let him know his message was lit. Yes. Oh my goodness. It made me think about, okay, like the wrist. So remember when I got with you and I didn't want to walk really fast and I didn't want to jog. I was scared that I was going to fall, besides the fact that I itch, but I'm scared I was going to fall and bust my teeth back out my mouth after, and I was already had lost teeth from a car accident. I had broke my whole top upper palate and bone, and I had to get some teeth replaced and stuff like that. But anyway, so I had to get to the point where I understood that the reward was greater than the risk of me falling and busting my mouth. I knew I wanted to be in shape. Master teacher's an athlete, so he was going to have to teach me. He's teaching me through his athletic view, and that was, not giving up, not quitting, and pushing myself past what I think my limits are. And I had to learn to grow, past that. Now when I'm out there, I don't think about me falling and hitting my mouth. Also too, when I left my shop, when master teacher moved me into the garage and changed it up for me for the shop, I gave back all my expensive cars. We gave them back. I filed bankruptcy. People was like, they didn't see. No, I didn't do that at first. When I decided to go to school and take that risk of changing my life around, giving back, the cars in the bankruptcy, people was like, they didn't see the risk. Like, why would you take that risk? You already make great money as a cosmetologist. Your life is set and this and that. That was a crazy risk to them. But here I am working on my second master's and then travel to Africa. Like, as the list of things that I have done is so much greater than every day I sat in the shop, stood up in that shop and did people hair, so you have to, and nobody, once I was
and let me say this is the sad thing. I want to interject. Nobody knew your hands was hurting.
Yeah.
And that you were starting to say, I can't risk doing this the rest of my life. My hands could be fucked up in pain, and this is my income. So when you give up $80,000, $90,000 a year doing hair on your own free time, people say you crazy. But they didn't. I just wanted to interject that so people.
Yeah, that's true, because I didn't even. because I hadn't had to do that part of it, I don't think about the hands part, but that part is true. Like there were times that I couldn't open nothing, I couldn't carry anything heavy because of that carpal tunnel stuff. So yeah, that's why your alignments again are everything, because you want to be supported, you want to be surrounded and connected to people that even if they can't be a step two, they can really just be carry the vibration that them too are out taking risks, trying to manifest and understand that. So when you go into your risk mode, they support it no matter what. And then it'll make you go out there and be dreaming big, because like Master Teacher said, we really only considering who knows how they feel about if we fail. You know what I'm saying? And so if you minimize your circle to just the people that rock with you hard, then you don't have to have that fear, because if you want to do it already, you want to do it. So that was about that. Left the shop. We said that eating a jogging. And then going back to hair, I knew from the first time I went, I knew I always could cut hair from going to a white school, right? And so, or I enjoyed it really, really, really a lot. That was my favorite thing. So when I went into my first salon, and the lady that I worked for, I saw her cut some hair, and she was, with this our swag, I just was like, oh my God. I was like, yes, I'm about to be Edward Scissorhands. And when I was trying to do it, I was cutting the fuck out of my fingers. They was messed up for a
Trey
while.
Taylor, if you can come in. If you can't, then somebody else can come in.
Yeah, they was messed up for a while, but I knew that I love cutting hair, and that I wanted to feel very confident in whatever way I was creating my flow and my style of cutting hair. And I went really far with sewing and weaves because of my ability to cut and make it look real. So yeah, that's it. That's my.
Well, there it is then, family.
Who wanna come in? Who wanna come in?
If all hearts and minds are clear, if nobody don't want to come in.
I got to go to, where did they?
We're gonna go ahead and put them banners up, y'all. Y'all already know what time it is.
I was risky as a kid, but then grew up being afraid. The audience I had in my conviction to put in my head in the ostrich hole, hiding from being discovered of my own interest. Yep.
There it is. If you want to PayPal us, you can PayPal us at J Clock Products. If you want to Zelle us, you can Zelle us at 919-292-5374. And if you want us to hit us with that mighty Cash App, you can hit us with the mighty Cash App. Yeah. I'm scheduled to be on the good brother Charleston White game related podcast tonight. So y'all check that out. Yeah. Other than that, I already know what time it is. It's time to get up out of here.
You said it like Miss Rachel.
What do I want?
Out of here.
I decided to make it my personal mission.
Y'all already know what time it is. We gonna get out of here we came in.
Yeah. On YouTube, you gonna put the link up?
Yes, on YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link up on my Facebook page. Let's go.
If you want, baby, we can take it easy.
I'm pushing up every and anytime you need me.
Yeah. I'm not misleading. It's 8 a.m. You got me wishing you was with me. Press, full core press. You know what you need. Someone that's about you, girl. I'm selfish outside of your chest. No, it's gold, it's a treasure. It's kinda cold right now. Let me keep you warm in this weather now. Loving you is my calling. Girl, I'm ready to put my all in, yeah. I'ma show you what it feels like to be loved. Hold you down when we pop out, girl, I hold you up. No other feeling compare. My intuition sends your love in the air. Baby, just so tired of if you feel that you
Hey, stop following me, man. Make your own dance up.
It was so funny. I was thinking when you doing I was like, I got to get my feet right. Y'all can't see the feet. Oh, I'm on here.
Yeah, if you ain't doing the feet right, it ain't gonna come out right.
Tenderly and gently, that's the vibe for me, yeah. Get you ain't going nowhere. This day to love, girl, I wanna go there. You the biggest drip, I don't need no mind clear. Girl, I'm ready, let me know whenever your mind clear. You take an inch or a mile, I take it with you. The life you wanna create, baby, can I make it with you? Stay down, let's get it, girl, I wanna run this cake up with you. Yo, not you better, don't you ever bring no maker with you. Babe, I'm serious, I don't mind playing the long game. Follow your lead, be your shadow, wanna be your only. When I'm in your presence, I wanna hold you closely. Give you everything I got, you
Now point to the ground.
Ain't no probably. Wanna know how it feels having you
clap
right
up top.
inside of me. Instantly, intimacy, enjoy your company. Tenderly and gently, that's the vibe for me.
That lean forward like an airplane and zoom off on that. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Tina Turner, Tina Turner, Tina Turner, Tina Turner, Tina Turner.
The new best way to make money online that nobody's
Stop,
talking
boy.
about is something you've never heard.
Y'all already know what time it is. Can we get them with a E? Handala, Robo Shy, A Shakiete, O Robo Bobo Shy, Yay Sauce, Dabba do that. Ah, man. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Team. I'm gonna rock my hat like the old school. I'm gonna rest that bitch up real high.
I
Like,
think you about to sing a song.
I'm gonna rock that bitch up real high like granddaddy. Y'all already know what time it is. We appreciate, we love y'all. See y'all tomorrow morning. Stay tuned in, tapped in, turned on. Goddamn it, ready to be ready. You Jack Booty is her name.